Hi friends, welcome to KI Tutorials. Today we are going to see what is service task. See, like, what is REST service task? If you want to make any REST call from your business process, suppose any client, suppose think we are client and we want to make a call to the server and we want to send some request and we want to get response. How that is possible? That is possible with the REST service task. JVPM is providing the REST service task component, so you can utilize that component as part of your process. And first step is to, like, you have to design that one within your process using the component palette. You have to pick up the REST service task, then you have to register this particular work item handler within your project settings. How that can be registered, I'll show you. Overall, that look and feel of this REST service task will be like this. Let us go ahead and log into the Business Central. Just wait for 1 second. Let the Business Central load. Now go to your respective project from your space. I don't want the sample space, I want the KIE space, and I'll be creating a project called Unit 5 REST service task. Just click on add. Project got created. Now I'll quickly add an asset. So I'm creating a REST service task example. So JVPM is providing not only the REST service task for your SOAP based web services, web service task, and other tasks also it is providing. Those components are present under the service task section. Like, it is providing the REST service task, email and log, and web service task for your SOAP based web services. This milestone and decision task and business rule tasks, this is for the case management. So that part will be covered as part of the case management. But now we'll concentrate on the REST service task. So how to call a particular URL using this REST. Just drag and drop this one. Before that one, I want to start the process. So I'll be ending a process. So if you go to the REST service task, so how this REST service task is populating in the service task panel means, we can go to the work definitions. This is the place where all the service tasks are registered. Service task, it can be called as a work item definitions. In JBPM terminology, this service task can be called as uh, work work item handler also. So for that work item handler, work item definitions will be registered here. what type of name of that particular work item definition, and what parameters are going and what parameters are coming out. If you see the web service, you can clearly understand this is the SOAP based web service. So what is the name of it and what is the parameters are going as input and what is coming as a result. The same is for REST also. What is the name of that service task for your or work item handler, and what are all the parameters going as an input and what is coming as an output and what is the display name for it, and this is the default icons it will be using. So that is about the work item definitions. So if you want to configure any custom work item handler also, you have to configure in the work item definitions to see it in the service task panel. That part will cover up in the coming session. Now we'll concentrate on the existing REST work item handler or existing REST service task. Now see the attributes for the same. See the assignments. There are 7 data inputs. So if you see what is the URL for it and what is the username and what is the password for it and what method type it is, a get, post or put, delete, what type of it is, and what is the content data, application XML or application JSON, and if any connection timeout is there, what is the connection timeout, and after sending these particular inputs, what is the expected output. So those kind of things you need to give. For now what I'll be doing, like I have taken a Google sample example. This is the sample REST example, and if I send some data towards to it, if I do a get operation, I'll be receiving this data. The same operation we are going to do it in the REST service task. Just copy this URL and mention the expression and copy paste the URL, and method type is get, and apart from that we don't have any connection timeout or content data or password or real time read timeout or username. Just you can ignore those things. And output I want to print whenever the call is success, right? I want to print the output. That is the reason I'll be creating a output variable or utilize the existing one. This is the output I want, and which is of type object, because JSON is coming as an output, right? So the same name I'm giving, and for the rest data assignments I'll be assigning the output as the variable, and within implementation or execution on entry I'll print like system dot out dot println before rest call, and on exit I'll be printing the output for the same. So this was the variable we have uh, given in the as part of the service task output, right? The same variable name I'm giving here. Just save this one. Validation is success. Let's go ahead and deploy that one. Before that, design perspective, this is fine. During runtime it needs a class to perform the rest operation. So this is the JVPM work item handler, which is used to make a REST calls, and the name for whatever the work definitions we have given the name, right? The same name we have to use. So how to register this work item handler within our project settings? Just go to the settings and go to the deployments, and there will be a section called work item handlers. You can go there and add an work item handler and give the name as rest and the value as the new org.jbpm.process and rest work item handler. And if you see the source code for it, so this is the source code for the rest work item handler. Now just save this one. After the execution, I'll go through the source code so that you people will get a clear picture. Just go to the assets, and I'll be going to the execution servers to check any already existing services. I'll be removing that one. Again, go to the projects, go to the unit5 rest service task and deploy this one. So that's it, it got deployed successfully. Now go to the process definitions and run the process instance. So process instance has got started successfully, and if you see, before rest call, this one, and after the rest call, the output got printed successfully. That means that rest service task is working fine. Now I'll try to go to the source code and I'll explain the source code. It is nothing but a work item handler in JBPM terminology, which will be implementing the work item handler, or this is extending the work item handler. So it'll perform this method, execute work item, and whatever in the work definitions we have given the parameters or param headers or the URL method, all the things will be retrieved here. And internally it is using the HTTP Apache HTTP client related code to make a REST call. And once the using the HTTP client, it is calling a method do request with authorization, and it is getting the HTTP response. Once the HTTP response it got back, it is preparing the response body and it is completing the work item handler. So this is the existing code within the JBPM. So that's it about the REST service task. Thank you all. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel.